What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10-yard fight. I'm Coach KK. Welcome back once again to the 10-yard fight. First off, I would like to say happy belated New Year to you guys. I know it's the month of February. Better late than never. Happy New Year, sincerely, from yours truly. Okay? This is the 10-yard fight, guys. If you're new, I'll tell you just like this. This is a channel of information, okay? We like to compare notes with X's and O's. We like to take playbooks and just dissect them and just create chemistry, with the formations and the sets, okay? If you have been around, you guys have know that, you know that already. You're going to see some similarities from other volumes and other, schemes. That's how we do things. We have a way of doing things when we're on offense. It's the way of the 10-yard fight, right? We have honorable rules to the 10-yard fight, codes, and like guidelines that we follow. That's just the way of getting downfield and competing. All right. We're all about competition. If you're new, we don't create schemes in practice mode. This is a channel of gameplay footage. Okay. Proof of reference. I'm always trying my best to show you guys that I'm playing against Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, Texas, Penn State, Texas A&M, LSU, anybody who's ranked and a favorable team, because that shows the best, that it shows like the strength test, the tensile strength, to be battle tested, of what the offense is really made of. This is Oklahoma right here. This is the offense I'm running. I've ran this offense maybe 85% of my gameplay this year. This is really fun and competitive. The offense is 83 overall, but the defense is like a 92. And I've been to championships. I've won a championship on college football playoff, going all the way with this team. I will show you that in the upcoming videos in 4-minute offense. That's going to be real fun. You're going to see me coming from behind, playing Georgia down 21 zip, being up 21 zip, in a shootout 21-21, you name it. You're going to see it. All right. And you're going to see it consistently. That's the main thing. The consistency, of how we run this offense. This is a system. Okay. This is a system that's built. And we carry some of the stuff over from scheme to scheme, but we change the formation and sets. So we're going to name this scheme Volume 21, the gun wide spread scheme. You see it. It's a gun. It's widely scattered, and it's a spread scheme. All right. There's things that you can do in the scheme. You can like spread everything out, make it one-on-one on the outside. You can attack the defense on the left or the right. You can play an isolation game with your running back. You can turn it into like a little powerhouse. Like, let's say, for instance, I'll shift over here to this here. Or I'll shift it over to this. But the core remains the same. It's a widely scattered spread scheme. Okay. My favorite thing to do out here is audibles. You win these big games at the line of scrimmage. You're going to see that I'm not going to really run plays in practice mode. It's going to be shown against competition, against opponents that I don't know from a can of paint. Right. All right. So, yeah, my favorite thing is the audibles. And we want to give kudos to EA for finally enabling us to save our audibles. And that way we don't have to do, preset audibles. We don't have to change them and set them every game. You allowed to have like 32 playbooks with saved audibles. So this is one of the things where it's like, do as I say, not as I do. You know, just chew up the meat, spit out the bones. I'm here for you guys' information as well. You know, these sets that I'm about to run, they're not in every playbook, but they're in majority of the playbooks, or at least a variation of it is in the playbooks. I know you guys have your own thing. Hell, Anthony, Brandon, Carlos, Donovan, Edward, Frank, Gabrielle, all of them guys, you know, I'm just calling out names, but they all play offense differently, right? But when you come to the 10-yard fight, you can just pick up some stuff, you know, whether it's concepts or just knowing how to move the X's and O's around, right? So that's my little rant right there. We got a lot of information to get out. Let's get this party started. I am very excited, guys. Very excited about this. You know how Coach KK roll. So let's go. First off, we will show you the gun wide offset. This is one of my favorite sets in the game. You see it's widely scattered. I can work the left or the right or just the running back. You know, one thing you see right here is the alignment of the defense. Okay. Of his 11 players, 4 of them are occupied by widely scattered cornerbacks and receivers. So that leaves 7 left. So when you do the numbers in the box, it's 7 in the box. So I will try to attack outside somewhere because it's one-on-one. You know, you want to reduce or simplify the equation. A lot of math is involved. This is a game of numbers, okay? Or sometimes leverage. All right. So you're going to see that throughout the 4-minute offense. I'm going to go into way more detail than that. You can see my, let's go to the plays. Let's see what's in this thing. You know, I know a couple of playbooks like Tennessee, South Florida, Oklahoma, teams like that has the wide offset in it. But it's more than, you know, it may not be called wide offset in your playbook, but it's something just like this, you know, and the playbooks are just pretty much made out of concepts. You can run a concept in the high formation and come back and do it the same concept in the goal line or the shotgun, you know, as long as you stick to the core. All right. So as you can see, number 6, 17, 10, 15, and 27 is on the field, right? That changes if I go over 1 to the wide. 13 is in the game. So that means when I'm at the line of scrimmage, I can't audible to the wide. So we're going to leave the wide alone. We're going to go to something like that. The spread halfback weak. That's 15, 6, 10, 17, and 2 is in the game. Oh, I got to get my depth chart going. And that's another thing, right? When you planning with these shotgun plays, you got to have the same running back that's starting as your third down back, because they like to put the third down back in for shotgun. So we'll look at that again. That was very key right there. That was very key. So we'll go back to that. You see 27 in the game. We go over to 27 is in the game, right? So that's 15, 6, 10, 17. Same thing when you go to the double flex. See it? Same thing. Everybody's still on the field, right? And the same thing when you go back to the wide offset. I'll let that sink in for a minute. So those are the 3 sets we're going to run right now. Wide offset and the 2 spreads. Spread, you know, spread, double flex, spread, offset, spread halfback weak, whatever. That's in like half of the league's playbook. So you're going to find this stuff everywhere, right? These 2 everywhere. You see the difference? The running back moves over and the slot receivers are on the line of scrimmage or off the line of scrimmage. And I just threw in the wide offset because it just gives us more variety, right? Okay. In addition to that, we have these 4. The wide slot. We got the wide slot left and a wide slot right. And you also have a weak version of the left and the right. See it? The same people are in the game at the same time. It's 4 of them. It's just a simple combination. You got the slot left. You see the man in the slot. He's on the left. And you got your I formation looking type of set. And if I go to the weak, the running back just moved over. That's all that changed. The running back just moved over. That's all it is. See what I'm saying? And then if you go to the slot right, the receiver moves to the slot right. And it still remains the same in the backfield. You got right and weak. You know, this is like a little puzzle. That's all it is, like a little puzzle. We're playing with numbers and we're just moving interchangeables around. All right? That's very key when you're working the scheme. This is not like, see, I don't know what you guys do for a living, but I do. I'm a welder. I'm a fitter. I deal with numbers, blueprints, and metrics all the time. So I see the football field through the eyes of metrics and numbers. Yeah, and space. You know, I'm very big on numbers, right? So that's how I see the field. So we're going to get into some audibles. I'm going to start off with the wide offset. And I'll let you know what's a primary set and what's a secondary set. What I mean by primary is like a base, like something you come out in, right? So as you can see, the running concepts was very key. And you guys have heard me say this on every scheme that I build. And this is the 21st time. The 21st. Well, okay. 21st scheme. I'm always drilling this in your head. You need to find plays that mirror one another, okay? Or they play off of one another. Like, for instance, 45 quick base is right here, right? The defense is going to shift his line according to where the running back is and where he think all of the power is going to go post snap. So he most likely will shift his line to the left because the running back has a direct angle to the left, like it displays an inside zone right here. All right. So that's why in my audibles, I have inside zone and 0-1 trap, because when he shifts his line, we're playing off of that. Okay. In addition, we have a speed option. Speed option is glory. Speed option. I can pretty much do a video every single day for the rest of this Madden and NCAA 25 season of just a scheme with speed option. Endless, evergreen. Speed option isn't, I try to use speed option as much as I can. It's a quick automatic type of play. Like, it's one of those plays that's just like automatic yards when the opportunity presents itself. Okay. So I got speed option in my audibles along with inside zone and trap. They play off one another, right? You need guards pulling, you know, because pre-snap it shows 5 linemen, but post-snap that guard is pulling over and helping out. And the linebacker don't know. The users don't know. You know, the safety don't know that the guard is pulling. That's why you see 0-1 trap in the audible. And that's why I'm very big on 45 quick base, because this is what my audibles look like. But I'm going to come out in 45 quick base. So if I was to come out in 45 quick base, and guys, just to let you know, this is a channel that's based off the run game. I'm very big on running the ball. You have to run the ball to keep the offense fluid, to keep the defense check. You have to run the ball. When you run the ball effectively, it opens up everything. I love getting in a formation that looks like I'm doing one thing, but I'm doing the opposite. You see, I'm in the gun wide spread, the gun wide offset, but I have 3 running concepts in my audibles. I'm going to live and die like this. Just like this, all the way to the championship, to the wheels fall off with these 3 in my set. Okay. And they play off one another because the focal point is to run the ball first. Think, run first. All right. If those don't work, then you go to your passing concepts. Okay. So the defense sees this, but he don't see 54 pulling. Okay. 54 pulls, the numbers changes, math equation changes. You get 3-4 yards. You need your 2 yards, your 3 yards, your 4 yards. They add up. You want to make third down manageable as much as possible. You have to stay ahead of the chains. You have to take what the defense give you. You know, that's the main thing right here. All right. This is going to be very fun, but you know, part one of a new volume is usually a lot of information just thrown at you. All right. Here we go once again. You see, I came out in 45 quick base, and in 4-minute offense, you're going to see these guys sliding over to the left because they see my running back facing that direction. But we got a trick for that. When they do that, we instantly go to 0-1 trap. Sometimes they're going to do it. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they're going to close in and you hit them with a speed option. That's simple as that. Just like you seen in the little clip I showed before the video started, you seen a lot of speed option going on. It's because we're tricking them with these other concepts. We have these at our arsenal. Okay. So it starts with the run game, although we're in a spread wide scheme. All right. Now we'll talk about some passing plays out of here. I love wheelies. That's the concept. This is pretty much like the money play in the scheme. You know, you got a switch concept to the right and to the left. You know, if you need hot routes and automatics, sometimes the defense is going to fear you. They're going to back up. You know, they're going to space out. And that's when you hit them with these little screens. You know, you got screens all in here too. You got the RPO trap alert screen because they're going to back up at times. All you got to do is just complete one pass with wheelies or something like that. Good pocket footwork, pocket presence, and timing will open up other plays. You know, you're going to get in a little rhythm and you'll be good to go. Right? I'll show you my quarterback speed. I've literally went all the way from week 1 to week 14 and won a championship with this quarterback. 83 overall, 82 speed. You can see his throwing ain't the best of the best. Looks like that. Won all the way because it's X's and O's and it's space and numbers. Okay. Here we go. You can just play around with the concepts and you can look at them. You got combinations that you guys should already know. Curl flat combos, mesh concepts, you know, all crosses, all goes, you know, hitches. That's all in here. Play action plays off that stuff, you know, fades, you name it. It's in here. But the core is to space things out and take what the defense gives you. All right. So we're going to go over to another set. I'm actually going to audible to it so you can see what it looked like. Let's say we're in the game and we need to go to the halfback week. We see that that is one-on-one on the outside and look at the bubble screen. Okay. We might take a chance with triangle going to the bubble, right? Sometime that slot corner is going to be back or sometime he's not going to be there, right? And that's why we have something else that plays off it, the peak slant. So that's what these two mirrors each other. You have to have like an equal opposite when you're messing with plays. All right. Like I have this halfback base in audible. That's my running concept. See, this is pretty much just like the 45 quick base from the wide, except the left guard is pulling this time. Right. So you can see it's a quick shift. Not too much movement. It's very quick and we just snap the ball and go. We don't think about any other thing. We just want to catch the defense off guard when we see a vacant area. That's pretty much the main thing. and then play action read plays off of it. All 5 eligibles can get the ball at any moment in this scheme. Okay. You can see these are like routes that's uncommon. I love that comeback route. That's one of my favorites. It would beat up a star cornerback. It would beat up any defensive concept as long as you read the keys properly. Okay. We eat off this play right here. This is one of the meat and potatoes of the scheme. Play action read. Sometimes you may have to cancel it. Sometimes you can keep it there. We eat off that comeback. Pocket presence and timing is everything, once again. And, you know, just reading pre-snap and post-snap. All right. I'm going to show you guys what that set looks like. That's the spread halfback weak. This formation is in mostly all of the playbooks on the game. You can see we got screens, we got draw, we got a RPO peak slant, we got a bubble Y over. I'm gonna tell you what the bubble Y over do. It plays off the play action read. Right? You can see it's the same play action concept, but like you see the little nuances that changes. Very little and subtle, but that's all you need. When that user is very aggressive and hungry and he's like ball hawking, all you need is for him to like get off his square and just move one step away from what he wanted to do. And you just whistle this ball right past him. Let's say we were like, he's keyed in on a run game. He bites as a middle linebacker. We whistle that ball right past him and go to the slot receiver on the tight end on the right side with the Y over. That's the way you run that play. But it have to play off other plays that look just like it. You know what I'm saying? Like the halfback base and the PA dagger. Okay? So this is part 1. I'm just like displaying this stuff for you guys. So spread, halfback weak, and wide offset are the 2 main formations. All right. And another main formation is the wide slot right. I'll show you why. And that's because it pretty much, it's still a spread, and it guarantees like enough bodies to help out in the run game. You know, it's gonna draw the defense in because it looks more like an I formation, right? You can see it real quick. See, they're going to see our personnel. Our personnel is 1 running back, 1 tight end. So that's 11 personnel and 3 receivers. So they're going to get in the dime. They're not going to be in base 4-3 and 3-4. They're going to get in the dime and nickel. And that's how you get them spread it. But our mindset is to be able to run and pass. You know, we ain't out here just because it's a 2x2. We're just bombs deep. No, you look at the audibles right here. We got a speed option going one way, and we got ISO. See, those are 2 opposite plays. Depending on what the defense give us, those are 2 opposite concepts, right? And that plays off of RPO glance post. This is pretty much the perfect time to do it when the safety is not over there. See how it's like 1 high safety and all that space is right there. If Thompson beat his man, we hold his ball and we throw it. It's called glance for a reason. You really have to be glancing to that side of the screen when you're playing. And what we do in this set is we just pretty much run the ball as much as we can with speed option and ISO and other little plays. We got like a counter in here also. I'll show you real quick. We got a counter read right here. This is a read option, but it's a counter concept. You can see the right guard pulling with the fullback looking type of player. I'll show you real quick. And see, we got that look again. So usually if I got 1 high safety and that space is right there and I feel confident that square is going to be his man, I go over to the RPO glance post. But sometimes you'll go a whole drive and they're going two high safeties and the man is sitting in that hole right there. So you can't do it. It's voided. So you have to go to speed option or you either have to just space him out and get out of there. You know, what you really don't want to see is a man running across the formation like that because it takes too long to develop. So now we're back to the 2 and 2. Okay. This is going to be hella fun, guys. I'm going to show you guys that I've played in competitive matches and prove my point. I'm not just up here talking. Okay. So the wide slot right and the 2 spreads, the double flex and halfback weak, along with the wide offset, is the main bread and butter. I will come out in these formations. Right. And then on the side, I will audible to like the slot left just to do dive. You know, you might do a no huddle real quick down the field. And, you know, you want to get down there real fast and get the extra yard or 2 that you didn't get on that down and just audible to a dive and just go hit the hole, you know. And then I also put other audibles in here in case the defense get crazy. You can see right here, this is wide slot left, right? And I have 4 running concepts. I got power to go to the right. I got dive to go straight ahead. I got a speed option. And I got lead zone to go to the left. All of those play off one another. No passing concepts. So that's how I'm coming at them. You know, you can take a picture of this stuff, screenshot it, take some notes, you know, chew up the meat, spit out the bones. I also have like a RPO read Y flat to go along with the RPO glance post. I'll show you that real quick. These are like, I've really put hours into going through the audibles. You know, I've battle tested them on the field, put them through a tensile strength against the best defenses. Look at that double coverage on the left. So this is null and void. When you see it like that, that's just gone. It's like kill, kill, kill. And you go on about your business to another side of the field. I go here. I do something like that. See how I drew that man over there? Now it looks like that and it's one-on-one again. So you're going to be playing the little mind games and the cat and mouse things right here on display. And it's really fun, guys. I'll talk about the wide slot right real quick. This is one set that I really don't do, but it's in there. It was plays and it had a speed option, so why not? You know, I went on ahead and got my speed option going. If it's clear, I'll go do it, you know. But the meat and potatoes have already been shown, and I can't wait to get over to the 4-minute offense to show you guys. Stick with me. I am Coach KK. This is volume 21, part 1, the gun wide spread scheme. Subtitle: Formation shifting with spread sets. All right. I'm Coach KK. Enjoy. I am out.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like.